sort their waste, tell them the correct ways to recycle things and what they can and can't recycle.
On campus, we have 3 different waste streams. So we have composting, trash, and recycling.
You definitely will almost always see the landfill waste stream and the recycling land stream. As far as composting, we're in about a fourth of the buildings on campus. There are also specific places you can take electronics waste, textiles, and like film plastics that you can't put into the general mixed recycling stream.
We've got recycling. That one's definitely the most complicated. What we recommend is you look at the NCSU recycling guide on our website. That'll give a lot of information about like specific products. But generally what we tell people is they should be recycling their plastic bottles, their aluminum cans.
As far as recycling, I think again that is like one of the most confusing aspects of waste streams, because it just differs throughout the United States. It differs by state, and it differs by cities. So that's why we really recommend you using the waste guide if you're at NC State, using the waste guide that's found on our website, which is recycling.ncsu.edu. And they really break it down for you. They have a bunch of different topics, so you can click on like, oh, I have a cup. You can click on cups, and it'll tell you that no, cups are actually not recyclable at NC State.
These cannot be recycled on campus. They are too flimsy, the quality isn't high enough for them to be recycled, and Sunoco's our major recycler that takes our recycling here on campus, and they don't have a market for the plastic cups. So they have to be put in the trash, and with the straw, it's all trash.
Plastic film can be recycled, but that has to be separated from other recyclables and collected and deposited somewhere else. We have plastic film at Tally, and then I also know Food Lion takes a lot of plastic film. They have big containers like outside of the store, so if you're ever off campus, that's another option.
If it's anything kind of like stretchy, it'll be recyclable.
So yeah, that is a big misconception. People see that little triangle on there and they say, I can recycle this. And a lot of times that's not true. Honestly, the numbers don't have much use to like you as an individual consumer. That's used more like for people in the recycling industry.
So composting is pretty simple. So pretty much anything post-consumer food waste. So all your food scraps after you're done eating, if you don't finish your meal, those can all be composted. Any sort of paper packaging that you have, well, most of it on campus. So you've got your paper clamshells, that's your paper like wrapping for like sandwiches or wraps. You've got a lot of BPI certified products, so they'll say like eco products or BPI certified. That's kind of like you've got the Coke cups that people have at like Los Lobos and Tuffy's. They have like a green symbol with some leaves on it, so it's easy to see.
There's one that is just red and white, and it's your standard Coke cup. Anytime you see that one, it has to go into the landfill. Then we have this one that has some green on it, has a leaf, and it says compost this cup. And these are the ones that we want to be composting. So just doing that little bit of close reading and kind of paying attention to those little subtle differences, because this one is compostable, so that'll go in the compost. Because we are an industrial facility, we can take any food, post-consumer food waste. We're a large enough facility that we can deal with that. So including like fish could go into the compost, any kind of like food waste, like this is a potato that could go in the compost. We started operating in 2019, and that facility is located on Inwood Road. So it's not quite on campus, but it is NC State's own facility. It's a closed loop system, so material from campus goes out there, is processed at our own facility by NC State employees, and then that material is used at the agroecology farm to grow food for the dining halls or for different landscaping projects across campus. There are issues with like greenwashing. If it has a leaf on it and it's green, it doesn't necessarily mean it's compostable. So we really do recommend that close reading of just making sure that that item actually does say commercially compostable. These ones are specific because on the inside of them, they say BPI certified compostable. And that means they can go to a commercial composting facility, which is what we have on campus. So those ones can be composted. A lot of times, if you're finished eating, you might throw like your silverware and your like ketchup packets in there. However, those ones are not compostable, so you just want to make sure when you finally go up to your waste stream to get rid of everything, you want to open it up, make sure that you take out any plastic utensils that don't say compostable on them. Those will go in the landfill. Any of these like plastic condiment packets. It has food in it, so if you really wanted to, you could like squeeze the mayonnaise out into the compost and then throw out the like foil packaging, but that would go into landfill. And then your food waste and your compostable clamshell can go into the compost.
The compost dumpsters do say like pizza box composting. That was just a big initiative that we started at NC State, so that's why they say that. They're labeled that way, but all your compostable goods can be put in your compost dumpster. And then last is our landfill, so pretty much anything that's not compostable or recyclable should be going in the landfill. And then we also recommend, if you don't know if something is recyclable or compostable, that you just throw it in the landfill, because a lot of that stuff has to be hand-picked and hand-sorted by workers, so trying to mitigate contamination and also the work they have to put in to removing contamination from composting and recycling. Our office offers a lot of great resources for events. We have all kinds of Clearstream little like collection things, so we can provide your events with composting, recycling bags, clear plastic film bags if you know you're gonna need those. So pretty much for any of your event needs, if you're looking to be more sustainable and you're in a location that doesn't have a composting bag or doesn't have specific trash bags, definitely shoot us an email and we'd be happy to set you up with some sort of things to collect your materials and be more sustainable and more green in your events. You know, we're always open to suggestions and ideas about things to get done on campus, so if you like shoot us an email about a sustainability project or idea that you have, we'd be all ears to hear about what you want to do on campus and maybe how we can assist.